Good evening. Who's coming for the first time? You are? Oh, wow. My goodness. So we got to make a good impression, right? All right. Very welcome. For those who are coming for the first time and those who are still quite new for the center, it's important that from time to time we let you know what Spiritism is about, because you hear reference to Christ. We even pray the Lord's Prayer here. And for those who are seeking for something different than traditional Christianity, they might think, oh, I just arrived in another church. So just allow me to share with you that Spiritism is a body of knowledge that studies the nature of spirits, where we came from, where we're going to, and also the communication that it is possible between the spirit world and the material world. As we study these communications, as we enjoy them, as we go through even the trials of encountering spirits that are not that evolved, we do have ethical consequences of this interrelationship with the spirit world. In terms of at an ethical level, in terms of model, of conduct, of perfection, we do take Christ as our model. So in that regard, Christ is not our Savior in a way that traditional Christianity refers to, although so many of us refer to it in a loving way. But it's not the belief in Christ that make us saved. As a matter of fact, for us, Spiritists, we do go by what Christ says. Faith without works is nothing. So for us, what truly differentiate each one of us in terms of our from what we have been, in terms of the person that we want to be, is what we are able to do in terms of works towards the good of ourselves and the good of others. So we talk so many different things in these public meetings. We have courses here at the center to study Spiritism per se. But in the public meetings, we like to bring topics that will be of so many different interests. And we think to talk about sleep and dreams, it will be something that so many of us have so many questions. I said, well, Livia, I don't see sleep and dreams here, but just the word emancipation of the soul. Yes, it's a mistake. When I was proofreading my slides, as a matter of fact, I should have written sleep and dreams. And as you see, it's just the idea to refer to the chapter in the Spirit's book that it is the emancipation of the soul. Sleep is one of the departments of the emancipation, of the leaving of our souls from our bodies. So that's what we're going to be seeing today. We'll be talking about sleeping dreams. There are different types of analysis of the emancipation of the soul. That is not really what we want to focus, but we would be able to be speaking about somnambulism. We will be able to be speaking about trance and so many other things. But today we're going to just basically concentrate in dreams. And everybody's familiar with dreams, right? After all, we do dream, even if we do not remember our dreams. The focus of our lecture today is not in the physiology of dreams. There is a whole science of dreams. There is a whole analysis, and we can go so farther to the point that we can make this topic a whole seminar. There is so much information nowadays with science. that corroborates actually what Spiritism has been saying for so long. But what we're going to be doing today is to concentrate in the part that science does not talk about. And we will focus, of course, the approach here is at the spiritual level. First of all, we all beings, right? We all talk, think, love, not all the time. We all have life inside of us, and when our body is definitely sleeping forever, that life vanishes from the body. And as a matter of fact, every night we kind of die a little bit because our spirit, our soul, for some of those who want to consider the soul as an incarnate spirit, just leaves the body. We stay there, just sleeping, our body in a perfect state of rest. As a matter of fact, there are so many different stages, up to 5. We talk about 4 different stages of sleep. And when we enter in the state of the rapid eye movement, in the REM sleep, as a matter of fact, our body is paralyzed, literally. And that's what science says. So our spirit leaves the body, there we go. Our body stays there, recuperating, recovering, and in so many different levels. So what are dreams, after all? The dreams are basically products of this travel of our soul, of the emancipation of our soul, who becomes more independent through the suspension of active life and our relationships in general. So if you are in the spirit world, if you see somebody with this cord here, you can tell that that person is a spirit, but is an incarnate spirit. If you don't see this cord, you can tell this person is a free spirit, has already detached from the body, is very much dead. Oh no, is very much alive in the spirit world, and but the body has left alone, maybe a long time ago. Okay, so what makes sure that we find our body back is this little cord here. So you can go wherever you want to go. You can go even to different planets, different dimensions of life. You can go everywhere. But you always find your body back, thank God, because you have a little cord. It's just like a balloon linked to the post through a cord. So you go around, but anybody can go there, pull the cord back, and you'll be just attached to the post again. So that's how the post will be our body in this comparison, and the balloon will be our spirit. And we go far away. We make many different trips every night. And some of us go to very good places. Some of us do not make the same choices. And we will explore a little bit of that. So how do we know that the spirit is truly active in the spirit world? How can we affirm that the spirit is never active? Because we dream. We do have a certain level of memories, even at a conscious level, what we have done in the spirit world. Some people say, I do never remember my dreams. I don't have any memory. You do have the memory, but it's in the unconscious level. We all dream, even if we do not remember. When we come back to the body, not always our brain is able to decipher what has experienced the spirit world. Is too dense. The matter, the body is too dense And sometimes there is so much going on that we just block our experience in the spirit world. And it's very, I think we can say that for those who do have a more active spiritual life, are more detached from the material world, do tend, not necessarily true, but do tend to remember dreams in an easier way. It's just easier because you are living a little bit, well, some of us more or less, but we are more in contact with the spirit world than those who truly just live the matter of this life. So the bonds that unite the spirit to the body are relaxed during sleep. So that's why we can travel away. As the body doesn't need its presence, because our body is recovering, the spirit travels through space and enters into more direct relation with other spirits. So if you say, oh, I have never seen a spirit before, not true. We all see spirits. When we are sleeping, we see other people. So many of us, how many people just so many people can relate to even having encounters with loved ones who already passed away. So does the soul take rest like the body? Do we need to rest? Our soul, our spirit needs to rest? What do you guys think? No, the body needs to rest, but the spirit never needs truly to recover at the level we do recover at, in terms of a renewal of our material body. So the spirit is never inactive. The bonds which unite him to the body are relaxed during sleep, as the body does not then need his presence or its presence, and he travels through space and enters into a more direct relation with other spirits. So, Livia, you just mentioned that. You say, yeah, but I just want to make sure that you understood it and you're paying attention. Are you paying attention? Okay, very good. All right, so how can we confirm the fact that a spirit is free during sleep? By dreams. Like we just said, the dreams are a memory of what the spirit has seen during sleep. While the body rests, the spirit enjoys more of its faculty than during the waking state. So we are more aware, we are more in charge of abilities and faculties as we are detached from the body, and our perception of reality is very much different. We might have faculties that are dormant during our awakened state, during regular material life, but when we are asleep, our spirit recovers the ability of see, of being empowered with the power that has already conquered throughout many lives and through the states of evolution. How can we confirm the fact that the spirit is free during sleep? In continuation to that, to the answer, those are actually questions that Allan Kardec, who is a codifier, the person who put the Spiritism together in a very didactic way, he asked the spirits through mediums these very deep, philosophical questions that we see in the Spirit's book. And I just made a summary of this, of the answer in the Spirit's book. So in continuation of what you were just saying in the previous slide, the spirit acquires more power and can communicate with other spirits, whether from this world or another. And the mentors comment then, you frequently say that I had a very strange, bizarre dream, a horrible dream, but there is no likelihood of that dream being true. And You are very much mistaken. It is almost always a memory of places and things which you have seen, or which you will see in another existence or in another occasion. So we can kind of foresee the future a little bit. Since the body is dormant, the spirit tries to break its chain in order to probe into the past and into the future. Okay, I love this summary here because we will be able to talk about, to give you a whole overview of what the main pointers on what we call in Spiritism intelligent sleep. Say, well, I cannot read, but don't worry, we are here to work this together. First of all, the question is, what are dreams? We already had a little bit of an idea of what dreams are. So you're just free from the body. The spirit is just free from the body, travels away. But we could analyze dreams in terms of at a physical level, at a spiritual level, and at a physical level, we can say that the dreams are images. I will read here because it's impossible to read there. Dreams are the images, thoughts, feelings experienced while asleep, particularly strongly associated with the REM state, the rapid eye movement. When we are at the rapid eye movement state, the synapses in our brain becomes more stable, have a chance to recover. It is a very important time of memory consolidation, and the brain internal communication system is restored. And we all have experienced times that we cannot sleep well, and we are extremely deprived in our regular work life. Things do not come easily to our mind. Our brain is sluggish. You do not recall easily. And it is interesting to notice that so many of us have been through periods of we need to just study a lot, sometimes even go overnight for an exam. And we are actually very much alert and so stressed that although we have lost sleep, our memory is a peril. The stress level works in our favor in a way, so you end up actually performing quite well, although you have lost one night of sleep. But spend 2 nights without sleeping and have an exam, and you will see a D in your report card. You know, nobody has a report card anymore, but you would see if there would be one. But anyways, spiritually, at the spiritual level, dreams are a product of the freeing of the soul, which become more energetic as the activities of daily life are suspended. So actually, even if you're type B personality, you're not that active, you will be extremely active in the spirit world because you do not have the barriers of the body. There are different types of dreams, and I will go back to this slide in a minute because I'd like to check with you something that is extremely interesting. We can talk about common dreams. There are basically 3 different types in general, bulk speaking. Common dreams, what we call the dreams that are the reflect of our like a mirror of our daily lives. If you are very much worried about something, you tend to sleep, to live emotionally at the spiritual level that situation. If you have been extremely busy, you might recall different images coming back in different formats in your mind. So you sleep your worries, you sleep your business, you sleep your material life, your daily life. So those are the common dreams as a reflect of our minds. But we do have two other types of dreams that are very interesting. As we do travel and have our rides away, and we can have very good experiences. We can visit different places. We can see wonderful people in the spirit world. And we'll come to a point that we might even remember past life experiences, or even past lives in general. So at a subconscious level, our spirit does keep a record, if you will, of our previous experiences. And as your spirit is more free, your mind is freer, and it's common, even for common situations in our daily lives, that those experiences come up to the conscious mind at the spirit level, and you end up having a whole experience, a true experience of previous lives. So it is possible to have spiritual, or better saying, reflective dreams reflecting previous lives. But for the time being, for this lecture per se, the thing that I really, really would like for you to remember is the importance of sleep for our evolvement, for our betterment, for our transformation for the better, spiritually speaking. Because the true life is the spirit life. And if in this world you are surrounded by people that you're not really into them, and they are not really into you, they really don't like you, they kind of just go along because we all gotta interact at a workplace and even at home. In the spirit world, the law of affinity will tell you where you and I will go and whom we'll be with. So if we're not always able to choose our companies in this world, in the material world, in our daily lives, in the spirit world, you will be surrounded by the people that you are in tune. The ones who truly are the people that you want to be surrounded by, the people who you like to be with. That's the bottom line. So we do have spiritual dreams, even if you do not remember them. And those reflect our encounters in the spirit world. So if you are a nice person like me, you will be going to nice places. And my wonderful me will be meeting wonderful people in the spirit world. But let's say that my wonderful me, not really that wonderful. People could see me like that. But at the inner level, in my heart, I have different desires. I would have different types of interests that people could never tell, because after all, I'm kind of cute. So if you look at my face, you say, oh, what a nice person. But at a spiritual level, I might not be that nice. But the truth will be seen right there. Because I will be going to places, I will be with people that am truly in tune. So instead of going up and traveling away and visiting wonderful places, I might go to what we call the lower zones, where the spirituality, in terms of light, does not exist. So I would be surrounded by people interested in doing nothing. That would be me here. And how do I know who is the material spirit, the incarnate spirit here? Because of the cord. Of course, let's say I'm not that bad. I didn't become really red yet. But let's say I'm going, seeing the reddies. So I will be going to the lower zones. So, sorry for the terrible images to the side, but during sleep, we can be very much influenced by minds that are really that really have the interest of damaging our relationships, of making us confused, making us scared, making us seeking things that are truly not the higher purpose of our lives. Yes, we all influence each other, and we know that. At the spiritual level, this is so even more true. So as we detach from the body, we will be more prone to the influence of other spirits, and not all of them are nice. But all this story I talk about, the mask I have, are truly a lie, because I'm a really nice person. So I will be in contact with these spirits. Okay? I'll be in contact with minds and souls that I will be adding to my life. And you will too. And say, how do you know? I know because you are sitting here on Thursday night seeking for something better. Look at your choices. You could be doing nothing else. You'll be watching American Greed by the time my husband is watching American Greed right now. But anyways, you could be doing different things. Those are hard to see shows, but those are quite interesting, as a matter of fact. But imagine if you just watch this kind of movie just before you go to bed. If you watch very violent movies, very dramatic movies, very, at night sometimes, trying to pass this word to my loved one, I say, let's just flip 12 channels and let's see what's going on. It's from a gun to a terror, exploding himself or others, or news from the worst part of the world, and no, just violence. And when it was not violence, relates to just like low-level entertainment. Naked and afraid, fearless but naked. There are very interesting shows out there where they say nothing. They don't add absolutely anything to you, right? The Housewives of North Pole, so deep entertainment, right? So,
what channel's that one?
all right. Okay, guys, it's there right in front of us just before we go to sleep. And the theory of my husband is saying, well, I'm watching history. You cannot say, you always say, let's add to our minds. So I'm watching the history of mafia here. I'm watching the history of the Nazi, World War II. It's just like how he is attracted to this kind of history is very interesting. I said, you were there. Yeah, you there. You might be a soldier, and you're attracted to these stories of war stories. But this is not good for you, not to watch before you go to sleep. We cannot, if you are interested in this kind of thing, just avoid to watch this kind of, or to have this kind of entertainment, either on TV or in your iPad or in your phone. Try not to connect with the lower wavelength of this world. So you'll be more prone to tune in with better people in the spirit world, with better spirits, people who will add to your life. How many of us wake up extremely irritated and nothing happened the day before? You wake up agitated, irritated, angry, or extremely depressed out of nothing. Of course, if you are going through a difficult time, of course, the probability that you not have a restful time during the emancipation of your soul is extremely high. But let's say your life is quite normal, and you go to sleep, and the next day you get up worse than you were before you went to bed. So when that happens, because I'm sure that happened before for you, and it has happened to me as well, when that happens, you can be sure that you met spirits that will not be adding to your betterment. You might be under the influence of disturbed spirits who want to really crash your emotions, disturb your soul. They give you ideas, and they raise suspicions in your relationships. They affect your ability to tolerate others at home, and even create situations at work. So they put things in our minds. So let's watch and pray. Watch what we think and do before go to bed, and pray before go to bed. And if you are not accustomed to pray, say a small prayer, simple prayer from the heart. Just have a positive thought. That will do the same. So you don't really need necessarily to have a specific faith to have a positive and healthy mind. One day we're all going to find out what is the truth about the truth. For now, let's do our best. So what Spiritism talks about is, let me go back to my slide, is what we call intelligent sleep. Use the time that you're away from the body for your betterment, because your sleep can be a therapy. Your sleep can be a moment that you receive an advice, a good one, for people who are interested in your peace, in inspiring you for solutions, giving you different levels of creativity, for you to see solutions where you have never seen before. There will be time even of healing the past, because as you are, for example, experiencing a specific situation in your life at a family level, at relationships of the heart. You're going through some level of pain. You might even during sleep remember past lives, past experiences that will explain what you're living now, the situation, the problems that you're having with that loved one. All of a sudden, that can surface, and you enter in a very positive level of acceptance of that situation. My sister suffers from MS, and at the extreme level. She's basically tetraplegic. And once in a while, she has amazing dreams. And of course, she has times and periods of depression, but you sit next to her, you don't sit next to a sick person. I have never seen her complaining about pains and MS give you pain up to the last piece of your hair, your heart, everything hurts, and she's just a healthy person inside. That this experience she's going through is just basically an example for most of us. So when I see that and I compare her attitude facing this tremendous trial, just tremendous expiation, and see other loved ones in my family complaining for everything, is that sour person that you think 3 times before you answer the phone, but for your obligations as a nice relative that you try to be, you call the person, but you know there is going to be a trial per se, that call. But anyways, during dreams, during sleep, we can have wonderful opportunities to understand our present through the healing of our past. And finally, sometimes dreams can be premonitions. They can, you will have an opportunity to see the planning of your reincarnation. So before we are in this world, we have planned our lives, the main people we're going to meet, the main situation, the key situations, where you're going to live, the state of your health, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And if you are to live a very key situation in your life, to the point that can change your destiny in this very life, you might have, if you do deserve, the opportunity to foresee the planning of your reincarnation. And that will help you to make, the idea is to help you make better decisions. Some of us do go to the lower zones, but not necessarily because we like to be there in the company of the Reddies. We go there because we want to help, because we are working spiritually. So during the emancipation of your soul, we do travel away, and this is another way that you can use your sleep in order to help others and, of course, yourself. And another very interesting thing for us to finish is that during sleep, your spirit can choose to go to trainings, seminars, conferences. You can actually do whole courses and different types of trainings in the spirit world. And that's how we should prepare ourselves before we go to sleep. Put yourself in a position that you want to learn. Ask your guide to help you, to conduct you to these places, to protect you against the attack of less enlightened spirits who are trying to deviate your mind from the better in your life. So let's really look and seek for the better. So tomorrow morning, we can get up, recharged, renewed, full of optimism. The mentors will help us with the solution of difficult situations we are going through. They will inspire us. They will, but you have to seek. Seek is not just to look for. You seek really intently. Please help me, show me the way. And keep using the time off from your body to be better next day. And enjoy your day and maybe at this time of the year, there is no better time to be in Florida. The sky is bluer, the air is fresh, it's just wonderful. Just step outside, walk in the neighborhood. We live in a relatively safe city. Enjoy nature. It doesn't cost a thing. Just enjoy. Smell not the allergies, with Claritin. Smell deeply the air, the fresh air. Take some Claritin before you go out if you do suffer from allergies. But enjoy, go outside. Because in 3 months, we're not going to have that. But thank you so much for your attention. And let's have the best time tonight when we go to bed in the spirit world. Maybe we can continue learning there. Thank you so much.